So I see Edge is back. Definitely got a little bit to say about this as I didn't get the chance last night. And I also want to throw in Raw coming to Netflix, WWE, pretty much among other things. It's several things. Well, if I want to put it like that, but I didn't even know. But yeah, I guess AEW had a pay per view tonight, World's End, and I guess their last pay per view of 2024, and I guess the last Raw of 2024 before it goes on Netflix completely. And yeah, so let's get into among those things. But yeah, so yeah, because we know that he was nursing an injury, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much over. Seeing that Edge came back tonight, I mean he'll be the kid's probably today, and well, that's formed to AEW and such, being that he's using his real name in AEW, Adam Copeland, but I grew up with him being Edge, and as far as a clarification on that, but I grew up with him being Edge, and that's what I'm going to continue to call him. But you know, if needed that clarification on that, but I mean, I look at this situation, Edge and John Moxley, because he had did the whole thing, because he the whole thing, of course. So this is where we're going now towards, and I look at it as where it's like, yeah, I mean, this is just another set, like MJF and CM Punk, and but what's that, if you want to really say, yeah, Adam Cole, and Wardlow or Mercedes or whatever. I mean, like Will Osprey, more recently Ricochet. I mean, like that's how I look at it. It's one of those situations where it's just, I mean, do are we really, do we really even have to care about this? I mean, or do we really think this is gonna go anywhere at all? And it's like yeah, it's like this is it's like I can care less. I mean, just look at what he like before he left out. I mean, look at what he did, and they have completely, oh wow, because the last, well, to me too, it's pretty. People like to talk about how they were just wasting, when it comes to Edge being in WWE. Like as far as I'm concerned, he was getting some of his best years, and as far as like later in his career at this point. But yeah, so much better that was in WWE. But oh man, like what Tony Khan has did to the Edge's name, this what he has done to the mystique of this man. Oh man, like it's like his aura has been completely diminished. And you see that with Christian when he had the rival, of course, the whole rivalry with Christian, and it's like we're talking about two men that birthed a generation of wrestlers that you see today, and it's like, or also what he Christian is doing at the time where he had when you could why don't we put why are we, can we just put the world title on this man, and this picture had just have the world title, and it was because it was completely asinine to what it did, and what the potential that could have had, and he just completely shat all over it, really screwed it up, and it's just like, so yeah, I mean, like, why even care? I mean, well, as far as I'm concerned, I could really give a fuck. I mean, it's just another situation to where it's going to be like, it's gonna go on for probably like 3 or 5 months, and it's like out of nowhere too. It's like it's gonna be what it is. So like, I don't care because learned it before, and what it's gonna do. And it's like, I mean, they have no clue. Like Tony Khan couldn't book himself out of a fucking paper bag. And I mean, the cuckolds and the cult will have you believe otherwise, but yeah, so I could give a fuck. I could care less. And I also want to say a little bit about, of course, the WWE, Netflix, Raw finally, of course, Raw, it's just being that, the move with Netflix. I mean, because I also hear the SmackDown, oh my God, when SmackDown is going to be the one, I guess, to have the 3 hours, being that it's on a USA network, but I think it still could be on, even though it could still be on Netflix. But it's like, why? Like, it really doesn't make any sense. But I mean, not only because of course, like to complete stop. I think it was even still in 2023 where I just stopped watching AEW altogether, or I guess probably probably even before Punk left, but. Yeah, it's like like even with WWE, like I haven't really watched anything wrestling related. I guess starting back, really, starting back to WrestleMania. Like I'm back, like back to WrestleMania. Like I'm back to not really just completely out of it, and it's like it's a shame because like because the passion and just how big of a nerd of wrestling that I used to be before. When you talk about the games and the age that I grew up in, and like, I mean, yeah, like I just at the point where I just don't really want to have anything to do with it. Like as far as like nowadays, because of course you got your Dave Meltzers and your wrestling otakus that like I mean that really make it hard, especially for anybody else to really be a wrestling fan to begin with. And I mean. Yeah, like there literally is better fucking things to do with my time, before than to fuck around and with AEW especially, and that's just how I felt. Like, I'm back to when I was like in 2017 and onward, to where I was just like 2017 or like after Punk, his first run, where I was just like, I just don't really care about wrestling because this guy's like, it's really back at that point to where it's just like, there's nothing to really look around as like, like, why do I even bother watching this? It's like, I mean, like, there's nothing to sink my teeth into. So it's like, so why even bother? As opposed to when I show y'all highlights and such for certain moments from the products, I'm not watching because it's like, I mean, it's just everything is so fucking boring. Besides the pretty much the thing, aside from WrestleMania 2, which is good, I guess, and CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. I mean, everything else is just pretty shit. Lackadaisical, generic, or just however you want to spin it. And it's just like, I just don't. I feel like I just don't. Even with the social media, it's just like I really don't care. Like I really don't. I don't want to waste my time either. So even though I like talking and community, because that's what it's about, the community, being a community and just having others to talk about when, about something you like, pretty much. But and I mean, that's pretty much just because, I just, it really does suck. Like, it really does. So where I just like, wrestling isn't really on my radar anymore. And it's like at a point now to where it's just like, you're really scared for the future, and it's like, and well, that's because that's a long story there too. Because I don't really want to get into that, but and it's just like they just, it's all, like I said, because pretty when you bring up and everybody wants to believe in just paint this picture and blow smoke up the ass, and of course better than the Attitude Era, and we're in a boom period, and Triple H is the savior and such. And, it's just a whole bunch of horseshit. And, like, for real. And it's like, I mean, that's how I've been feeling recently. So, I mean, I will say, I mean, if y'all did enjoy it, hopefully y'all did, enjoy AEW's World End and as such, and or whatever. But that was pretty much the only thing, too, which I really liked with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Pretty much, but but I mean, damn, it's gonna be a year. We do have one last Raw too before, the 2020 before, of course, do have still, like, I believe it is, but that's stay blessed. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day or whatever, the last day y'all, whether it's y'all weekend or it's still Christmas, the last bit of this the Christmas December. But stay blessed.